Jack, man, we gotta get chest day done. Where are you? Jack, what are you doing, Jack?
Man, I'm warming up my chest for chest day.
That makes no sense.
Alright guys, welcome back. Once again, we're going to do a push day this time. So chest, shoulders, and triceps. And it's going to be very simple, very quick. Usually this is the longest day out of 3 because you have to do 3 body parts in one. So we're going to try to bust this out as quickly as possible. And follow along, hopefully you guys learn something. So usually I start each chest day by either bench press or dumbbell press. Today I'm going to do bench press since this is a more compound day. I'll show you guys how I typically start. I usually start by warming up with the bar, and then I move on to just a plate aside and then work my way up from there. So just remember, there's always a good way and a bad way to do this, but the most important thing when you're benching is to imagine you're trying to hold a pencil between this part of your back. Trying to squeeze like this. So I'm always trying to focus on adjusting my position to a way where I at first have my head straight, I put my shoulders back and then down. And that's the position I want to be in at all times when I'm benching. You get the most power that way. So how I hold this bar typically, I'll put my thumb right here, right where the line is, and then that's where I'm lining it up. Just touching your chest. Of course, you can always go wider if you want. So we're just going to add a plate. So once again, just moving up in weight each set. We're going to put on 2 plates. Each set I'm doing about anywhere from 10 to 12 reps. You want to keep the reps a little bit lower. Since it is bench press, it is more of a compound movement. We're trying to build strength here too. We don't want to do too high of reps. So just remember, lining up. All right, so I just did 3 sets. And I'm going to take off a plate. Just leave a plate on, and I'm gonna bust out as many reps as I can till failure, just as kind of like a finisher.
How important is intensity on chest day?
Oh, very important, man. Intensity is important on every single day. But honestly, I like to kind of do it as a power bodybuilding, like power building kind of thing. Like I'm building strength and hypertrophy at the same time. That's why I like my first 3 sets of chest to be really heavy, just so I can work on that strength aspect, like lower reps. Then my last set is high reps, high intensity.
If it keeps on raining, love is gonna break. If it keeps on raining, love is going to break.
Okay, so I'm done chest, or I'm done bench press, sorry. I'm just gonna move on to dumbbell press now, just to finish off the center. Then of course after that we're gonna do upper and then some variations for lower. Okay.
You look like a raw chicken, bro. Go on.
Fucking raw chicken.
Okay, go on.
All right, so just have my flat bench here. So kind of the same thing as we were doing here, but we're just kind of being a little bit more specific, more isolation, a little bit more using the dumbbells. Just 3 sets of 10 to 12.
When the levee breaks, have no place to stay. Need no levee, taught me to weep and moan. Need no levee, taught me to weep and moan. It's got what it takes to make a mountain man.
What do you have for food today, Jack?
For food, actually it was pretty good today. I had my shake, you know, my kale, my spinach shake, and then for breakfast, I didn't have any protein powder like I usually put in my breakfast, so I use egg whites, and I just cooked some egg whites with 1 egg. You know, then for lunch I had a tuna sandwich, and then when I got home, I had my just like turkey meal with cauliflower rice and all that stuff, and a banana when I got here. I've been okay. I'm pretty low probably right now, but I am cutting, so that's not the worst thing in the world.
Any cheat meals anytime soon?
Cheat meals?
Anytime soon, yeah.
Bro, honestly, I do cheat meals like kind of every day, but that's why I'm on that Stairmaster every day, man.
What's your go-to cheat meal?
I eat a lot. Like, it's not necessarily like a cheat meal, as in just like me snacking throughout the day. You know what I mean? I do like kind of have like a lot of crackers and like chips and stuff, like just here and there.
It's
Like
not
if there's
bad.
a cookie, I'll have like half of it, but then like I'll come back later and have the other half. So it's like kind of fucking annoying.
Do you ever destroy a large pizza or anything like that, or do you stay away from that?
I haven't done that in a while though.
How do you avoid that though?
What's that?
How do you avoid that?
Avoid eating.
Binging.
Honestly, it's kind of difficult. What I like to do though is, if I know I'm in the mood to binge, I'll have 2 massive bags of popcorn. If anything, that's like 400 calories, but it's so like filling and so much volume that there's no way you can eat a fucking pizza after that. But that's kind of like a diet hack actually. If you feel like you're in the mood for a binge, just get Smart Pop, cook 2 massive bags of it. That's max like 400 calories. 400 calories isn't gonna kill you, but a fucking large pizza will. So keep that in mind.
Do you take long to get ready, Jack?
That's you, bro.
So you're quick in the washroom getting ready every day? You like to take your time?
Depends if it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Oh, I see. So let's say a Friday night and you're about to go out. It's pre-COVID. You're trying to, you're trying to attract people. Let's just say that. How long do you take?
Jeez.
Be honest with us, Jack.
I don't know. Probably like 45 minutes.
45 minutes? That's decent. It's not bad.
Depends, man. Depends. I try on like 7 different outfits.
Jack, I heard this famous saying, bro. It's from a philosopher. Could you confirm this though?
Go ahead.
It goes like this: no pecs, no sex.
Bro.
Is that
If
factual?
that's not the most factual thing I've ever heard in this century, I don't know what is, man.
Say no
That's
more.
just how it is. We don't need to dive too much into detail because it's a known thing. There's no way around it. That's why I'm here.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we just did 4 sets on here. I'm gonna try to get a bench and prop it up so I can do upper chest now with dumbbells. Then we're gonna do some dips just to kind of get a little bit of lower chest. I'll show you guys that after. All right, so now of course we're just doing upper chest on here with the dumbbells. I usually set the bench to about here on the second, just to give myself enough incline. I'm gonna do 4 sets of 12 to 15.
Jack, is it hard to train to failure without a training partner?
With another training partner?
Is it hard to train to failure without a training partner?
Yeah, usually, because it's way much easier when someone is helping you with that last couple of reps. Because you can do like 3 or 4 extra if people are helping you. And training with a partner is always highly recommended. That way they always help you push harder. So yeah, definitely hard training on your own. For years I had a training partner and I made a lot of progress that way because we were a lot faster in between sets. Once he finished his, I went right into mine. So however long it took him to do it, I would jump right in after. There was very little rest. and always just helping each other on those last few spotting. And if I was on my own, I did maybe 12, 13 reps. With him, 17, 18 reps. So it really helps, even if he's helping a lot by the last couple, you know, it's better than not doing anything, right? Every little thing makes a difference in the grand scheme of things. So just remember when you're doing this, always squeeze at the top for half a second to a second, then go back down. Don't just rip it out. Always make sure you're feeling and really squeezing this part of the upper chest when you get to the top. Of course, always focusing on proper form rather than heavy weight. You can see I'm only doing 40s, but you know, 12 to 15 reps, it's hard with even light weight. So I just finished off with these here. Now I'm gonna go over here and do dips. Pretty much done mostly everything for upper chest and done everything for mid chest. So I'll show you guys this over here. So this is just a standard dip machine, and dips are actually a very underrated exercise for lower chest, believe it or not. So the main thing when you're trying to focus on lower chest rather than triceps for this is you got to focus on leaning forward into it. I'll show you how I do that. So I'm really down like here, because if you think about it, it's kind of like a press, right? So I'm leaning forward like this. It's actually quite difficult, to be honest, if you do it right. But yeah, we're pretty much focusing mostly on the lower chest by doing that. A little bit of triceps.
Is chest day your favorite day, Jack, or not really?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite day by far, yeah. I love hitting chest because I can show up in this tank and everything pops. When you hit chest, you're basically covering a lot of ground for other parts of your body too. You're hitting triceps, you're hitting shoulders, a little bit of front delt. So you'll notice that you look like a little bit more of a pump when you're on chest day. So for this, I'm doing it to failure for 3 sets. You know, whether failure for you is 5 reps, 10 reps, 15 reps, that's fine, doesn't matter. All that matters is you're doing as hard as you can go to failure for 3 sets. So we just finished chest. The last thing here was the dips. Now we're moving on to shoulders. I usually like to start warming up my shoulders just by hitting side delt. I use the cable, and what I do is I go to the lowest setting, I put one of these on, select my weight, then I'm just focusing on bearing the weight here, driving up with my elbow, just like this. It's 15 reps, 3 sets. So that was our warm up. We're gonna pretty much do the same thing this time with dumbbells. 3 sets of 12 to 15, just sideways like this. Shoulders is supposed to be very high intensity. I find that the delts respond extremely well to lateral raises, side raises. Really focusing on doing a lot of isolation, always for delts and side, front, rear. Respond extremely well. It's a smaller muscle. It responds extremely well to high intensity, high reps, and high volume. You know, I'm always trying to do as many side raises as I can, and throwing in some compound stuff here and there, as opposed to doing more compound stuff and less isolation. All right, so now we're on here, shoulder press. I'm gonna be doing 4 sets of 12 to 15. Just remember, it's not about the weight. You know, I'm really focusing on just getting my form down, really squeezing at the top, feeling that from my whole belt. So I just finished with my shoulder press. Now I'm gonna do some traps, supersetted with some front delt. So I'll show you how I do that. Basically, since I'm gonna be doing shrugs, I'm just gonna get in this machine here, and I'm doing 20 reps, 15 to 20 reps. Then going right into front delt. So I'm picking these up. 1, 2 to 10. So just finished over there. This is the last thing I do for shoulders. Sometimes I throw in these as well, but not today. So this is for rear delt. What I like to do is get these very light because it's very difficult. So I only need 10 pounds, but I set these up to the perfect height where my shoulder is, right here in the center. And I grab like this here, and like this here. And I'm making sure I'm directly in the center by looking up here in the middle, holding them like this, and just like that. Hitting rear delts. 15 reps, 4 sets. Okay, so for another thing for triceps that we're gonna do, this is actually a pretty unique and different exercise. We're gonna be doing it behind the back like this, so I'll show you. I grab it like here. It's kind of difficult to get in the position, but I'm pushing it down. Grabbing either side like this, behind my back, looking straight forward, and then just pushing down like this. Oh my God, it's hard, man. You don't need a lot of weight for this. Really easy to squeeze in this exercise and feel the contraction. All you need is 10 to 15 reps with a light weight. Yeah, that's a really good one. I love this one. Actually, I always incorporate it every tricep day ever since I first found out about it, but not a lot of people know about that one. It's really good for just really focusing on the tension, because you got to remember, when your elbows are behind your back, you get a lot more squeeze in that tricep. It's just based on anatomy. If you squeeze your tricep over here, flexing it, and squeeze it over here, you'll feel it feels way tighter when it's behind your back. It's just the positioning of the muscle. So you'll always get more of a squeeze when your elbow is behind your back, or behind this mid part of your body. All right, so that summarizes the tricep part. We started off by doing tricep push downs with the cable, 3 sets of 15. After that, we went and did overhead triceps with the cable as well. And we did 3 sets of 15 for that as well. And as a final exercise for triceps, we did, of course, the behind the back with the cable push downs, for just kind of a unique twist on things, changing things up. I love that exercise. That's a great thing to incorporate into your triceps to really change things up. All right, guys, so that summarizes our push day, our compound push day. Of course, started off with chest, then shoulders, and then triceps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned some new good exercises to incorporate into your guys' workouts. Stay tuned for my next video. I hope you guys are liking my content so far. Let me know your feedback. We'd love to hear it. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos.